Judy, the disgraced movie producer will be back in the same Manhattan courthouse where he was tried and convicted 4 years ago. He's seen here leaving court then with one of his Chicago attorneys, Damon Sharonis, who tells the I-Team tonight that during trial he sensed the appellate court might say not so fast and that justices would do what they just did, throw out the conviction.
At one point during the trial, I literally said to the trial court judge, what is happening here? Right? I mean, I don't normally do that, but the amount of evidence that was being let in, the rulings that were being made.
Damon Sharonis co-defended Harvey Weinstein during his 2020 trial. Weinstein found guilty of rape and criminal sexual assault. When the I-Team interviewed Sharonis soon after the conviction, he said he didn't think his client received a fair trial. Weinstein appealed, and last week,
the New York Supreme Court reversed Harvey Weinstein's conviction in Manhattan, basically saying that the court made some egregious errors. Those are the words used by the Supreme Court by allowing in other acts evidence. There were three women who were allowed to testify who were not charged in the case. And he also allowed the government to cross-examine Mr. Weinstein on a bunch of unrelated conduct. And putting those two things together, the Supreme Court held that Harvey was denied his right to a fair trial and reversed.
Weinstein was serving his sentence in an upstate New York prison, but was transferred Friday to the notorious Rikers Island to await a possible new trial. He suffers from an abundance of health issues and was taken to a hospital that night. His attorneys say he is expected to be in court tomorrow afternoon.
New York said that they would be willing to try it, but a lot of it's going to depend on whether or not those individuals want to come forward and testify again. And I don't know. I can't get into their heads. I don't know where they are now in their lives or whether they want to go through that again. But I don't think it is necessarily 100% that he's going to be retried again in New York. I wouldn't bet either way on it.
Even if Weinstein escapes the New York case altogether, he's not off the hook. The one-time Wonder Man of Hollywood also has a conviction in California where he was sentenced to 16 years in prison for sex crimes there. He's appealing that case as well. That's the one we'll have to keep a close eye on.
Okay, Chuck, thanks.
Thanks, Chuck.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.